Well, first of all, what made you decide to run for the state house?
Well, that's a lot of history, but ultimately, the catalyst that got me started was originally there was a bill sponsored through the House called the Give Act. And it originally entailed our kids being mandatory service for certain periods of time, certain classes each year. Our kids need to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic, not how to volunteer. Because ultimately, that's the parents' job to teach their children what job or what groups would be a worthy volunteerism group. Personally, my kids volunteer as far as the OHV park in Fort Dodge. They've helped go out, pick up rocks off tracks, just general stuff like that. That's an area where the parent needs to be responsible. The government shouldn't be dictating what they should be doing. And ultimately, it was supposed to be a volunteerism act, and the whole premise is they're getting college tuition credit payment for doing this. Now, if you're receiving a payment, it's not volunteerism. Plain and simple. I was in school when that act came out, and I actually did an English paper on that, and I compared it line by line through the bill, where it actually set up the same basic premise as the brown shirts in 1939 Nazi Germany. So, is it a good thing? I don't think so. And ultimately, our government isn't supposed to have a civilian corps. It's supposed to be military corps. It's supposed to be for the defense and of our nation and our country. It's not supposed to be for volunteerism on different things. That's what the National Guard's for, to go to Katrina, to help out them. But it's not for our kids to have to learn that kind of stuff when they need to learn the reading, writing, and arithmetic originally.
So knowing that, then, if you are elected, will that kind of be your focus in the House? What will be your focus?
There's so many things going on right now. It would be very difficult to isolate one topic as that's my thing, because ultimately you're a servant for the people. And if I feel that there's something that's being done that's wrong, it needs to be corrected. If it's too many earmarks in a bill, or if it's too many special interests forcing their opinions on others, that's not what our government's supposed to be for. It's supposed to be for the people. So to say that that alone is going to be my focus, no, it won't be. I'm going to take everything as it comes and decide what I feel is best for individuals like myself. Because actually, I'm just a parent of three. I have an everyday job. I'm a drafter. I'm not a career politician by any means. I think we should have term limits. And those would be more my focus, if anything, to get the term limits, to get more representation for the people, because I feel that our current representation isn't working.
It's kind of a crowded ballot. You've got obviously Dolores Mertz, Steve Richards, Tom Shaw as well. Has it been hard to kind of get noticed in what is, for such for an area of not large communities necessarily, a lot of candidates?
Right. Tom Shaw is a very good candidate. I think he's right on the mark. I think he's got a good shot of winning. As an independent candidate myself, I've talked to Tom many times. There's also another candidate, William Sankey. He's running for District 25 as far as the Senate. I'm running for the House. Tom Shaw is District 8. I'm District 49. So we're not actually competing. And we do have a lot of the same values. I mean, Tom Shaw is a great man.
What kind of candidate do you want to come across as, or what kind of member of the House of Representatives do you want to come across as to the general public?
I'm an everyday man that wants to represent everyday people. I'm not for the special interests. If there's any special interests out there, stay away from me, because I don't want you. I'd rather have a $20 donation from a hardworking man than a $1,000 donation from some lobbyist.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.